Welcome to Forbes Talks. Joining me now is Matt Craig, assistant editor here at Forbes. Matt, thank you so much for joining me in person.
Appreciate it.
Of course. So, as you've reported, the esports company FaZe Clan had a really tumultuous 2022. And there are reports and serious questions on if they can survive going long term. So let's start at the beginning of the year at the Super Bowl when FaZe seemed like it was on top of the world. Walk us through that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, FaZe Clan is one of those companies that is at the forefront of not just gaming, but youth culture. At this point, they wouldn't even consider themselves an esports organization so much as like a media and lifestyle brand. And at the Super Bowl, Snoop Dogg was performing, and he wore a FaZe Clan chain, and obviously 100 million people watched the Super Bowl. So it really felt like they had entered the mainstream. And with that announcement came the fact that, Snoop Dogg is going to be a member of FaZe Clan. So kind of, again, further identification with the mainstream. And at that point, it really felt like FaZe Clan was the most important esports organization in the world and maybe ready to make a lot of money. It didn't quite work out that way, I don't think.
Yeah, so let's start with that partnership with Snoop. How much did that cost?
Yeah, so there's kind of so FaZe went public in July and had to disclose all these things. Until that happened, I think there was somewhat of a feeling that these people that became members of FaZe Clan did so because it was the cool thing to do, right?
And let's just stop right there. Can you explain what being a member of FaZe Clan is?
Honestly, no, and that's kind of part of the point is that a lot of it is just this title, you know?
Okay.
And Snoop's not even the first celebrity that has been a member of FaZe Clan. Lil Yachty, Kyler Murray, Bronny James, right? And it turns out a lot of these are just paid sponsorships from FaZe Clan to these celebrities to associate their brands with FaZe's brand. So in the case of Snoop Dogg, it was $2.6 million in company stock for him and also like his family and friends, a couple other companies, for 2 years where he would be considered a member and he would promote FaZe on his social channels. However, FaZe doesn't monetize Snoop's socials or make any other money off of him other than just the brand association, which kind of gets back to the fundamental question of FaZe, which is build up the brand, build up the brand, build up the brand, and don't really think too much about how much money we are spending or making.
So was this enormous and expensive partnership worth it?
I mean, it remains to be seen. FaZe, the brand is large, and at least within like the esports and gaming space or amongst people in that Gen Z generation, FaZe is seen as this like aspirational cool kids club. So you could say that, signing Snoop up helps with that. The question is, are they going to run out of money? Are they going to run out of runway before they're able to fully capitalize on that brand?
I think the question is, how does FaZe make money?
Yeah. So they make money in the traditional ways. Esports teams win. They partner with these content creators and get a portion of their revenue. But I do think it's very important to talk about that actual revenue split, because in order to get premium talents, you have to give them the lion's share of these revenues. But they report all those revenues as company revenues. However, it could be as much as 80% of money made stays with the content creator who makes it, which is great for the content creators, right? And it makes sense why FaZe would want to partner with them. However, the company itself is not bringing in most of the revenue that it reports to have been being made over the past year.